Hey, I was just in the shower and hence the wet hair. And I get so many ideas when I'm in the shower and I didn't want to lose the energy of this idea. I just wanted to make a quick video. So what I want to talk about are beliefs. So if you don't know this, if you're following me, you probably do know this, but if you don't know this, your entire perceived reality is a reflection of what you are believing about yourself and about the world around you, right? And how it affects yourself. And something that a lot of teachers teach, including myself, because it's really important for self-awareness, is that it's kind of like peeling away the layers of an onion as you go through these beliefs, right? And I do teach that. I teach that in my Easy Peasy LOA program. And it is important when you're entering into seeing, like when you start realizing how powerful you are, that life isn't happening to you, that it's happening from you, then it is important to be able to see all of these little beliefs that are keeping you where you are. And you can use affirmations and you can use things like that to change them. But as you know, and I did that for many years of my life. I've always been an awesome manifester. I created tons of success in my last career using the law of attraction deliberately. I created my new lifestyle with the law of attraction, and that was really the foundation of my work. But what I've realized is I wanted to go bigger, beyond the scope of my glass ceiling, beyond the scope of my umbrella. And really, when I say bigger, I mean shine my full light. I mean own all of me, all of my power, the good, the bad, and the ugly, being fully myself, no matter what, right? Honoring myself, no matter what. As I decided that, really what I'm longing for, what we're all longing for, is to be fully self-expressed, a whole set of new things started to come up for me, and new fears and well, actually they weren't new, but it felt new to me, right? And I would feel really inspired to go do something, and then I would procrastinate, or I would be busy. I was busy a lot, and I couldn't break the cycle of being busy, like checking my email and doing things that really wouldn't move the needle forward. Whereas like me being on video is something that moves my needle forward. This is me feeling expressed, right? This is me showing up for myself first, and then hopefully it benefits someone out there. But I show up for myself first. That is me prioritizing that need, right? So as I started to do this, I realized that this whole peel away the layers of the onion thing kind of blows, right? It takes forever. It can take forever to inch your way up that ladder, and you can do it that way. But what I was finding is I would keep hitting a certain spot, and that was it. It was like I've gone as far as I can go with peeling away the layers of the onion. I was in the middle of the onion, but there was still something that I wasn't getting. And what I realized was that underneath all of these gazillion beliefs, right? Like rich people are greedy, fat people are lazy. These are just two off the top of my head. I just totally went blank. But you know what I mean? All of these little limiting beliefs that are specific to certain situations in your life, external situations, are just branches and leaves on a tree with much deeper roots. So I want you to imagine a tree. This is my palm tree that I drew. And I want you to imagine all these little leaves on the palm tree, right? These are all those little beliefs, right? Like, rich people are greedy. I'm just going to use that one because it's a well-known one. Or that you have to work hard for money. There's a good one. That's one I had. You have to work hard for money. So it's not about that belief. Those beliefs are symptoms of other deeper beliefs, deeper meanings you have made about yourself. And to get to the real change, to get to the real freedom, to get to the real feeling of feeling free and fulfilled and at peace with yourself and being able to create what you really came here to create, you need to address the beliefs that are attached to your identity. And those beliefs are down here in the roots. Those are the roots, right? And there's way less of those, way less of those. These are all symptoms of sometimes one or two beliefs, one or two core beliefs, maybe three, right? So it's about getting to those. That is where you're going to feel the most change in your life and see the most change. That is where you're going to start to be able to be who you came here to be, right? And you're going to stop spinning and stop, procrastinating and stop doing all of those things that keep you from being that once you have first the awareness and then the tools to move through it. Okay. So this is something that I feel like is missing in a lot of places. And this is a huge reason why I created my Easy Money program. Because I don't know about you, but I am on the fast track. I don't feel like sitting there peeling away these layers of an onion and trying to fix all of these little beliefs that pertain to all of these little circumstances. That was driving me crazy. And it just, I don't have the patience for that. I do not have the patience for that. And I was like, come on. There's got to be more. There's got to be more. I've always been a get to the root person. I am like that with everything. I never stop asking why. I never think I know it all. And I never think that I have acted like I know it all. But I never truly believe that there's an end. And I'm always open and curious. And that always helps me go deeper, go deeper, go deeper. And the deeper you go, the easier it is. The clearer you can see. Right? So when you're looking at all those leaves and those trees, that's super overwhelming. That's like, oh my God, I'm going to be here forever working on these beliefs. I'm going to be here forever working on these blocks. Let's cut out the fucking middleman. Let's get to it, right? But the thing is getting to it. And this is why it's important to realize those beliefs first and realize your power first, is because when you start going for the beliefs that are attached to your identity, these are the beliefs that are going to give you the most bang for your buck, but it feels like death to your ego. And your ego is going to kick and scream and do whatever it can to keep you from changing those beliefs. And that is why I needed to create first the awareness in myself, and then I wanted tools to help me deal with that, to help me move through, so the ego doesn't stop you in your tracks, right? And that's what the Easy Money program is about. So it's about, this is what I'm talking about here, guys. Your beliefs, this is your energy. It's all your energy. It's all self-care. Allowing yourself to be fully self-expressed is the greatest form of self-care. Nothing screams, I am valuable to the universe more than you being true to what's inside of you, right? And that is the scariest thing that you'll ever do, but it is the most freeing thing that you'll ever do. I can't even describe in words. I can't think of a word other than free for how good it feels. When you are being yourself, this is authenticity. Right? And I know people are like, oh, authenticity is such a buzzword. I don't really fucking care. Authenticity is where it's at. That's where your ease lives. That is where your ease lives. And if you're not willing to go there, right? I'm not saying it's not going to be scary. I'm not saying you're not going to have resistance. I'm just giving you the tools to move through it. And I'm showing you how to manage it so you can do it, right? But if you never go there, you're never going to experience that. That's why you are here. That is your most expansive self. That is you owning your light. That's you owning all of it. That's you. That's the scariest thing for us, right? We're much more comfortable owning our flaws than we are owning our greatness, than we are owning our full power. It can be very intimidating because of what might happen, which is really just in our head. And I really want to see you feel the way that I feel. And I want to see you being able to express yourself in the world, yes, but also in your business. Because when you believe in your value and you can do something that feels easy to you, this is what you are always craving. This is why it hurts to live in that 9-to-5 mindset, whether you were in a career like mine or then came out of the career and created a business that feels very much like a job. This is how to transition out of that. You know, you might have really enjoyed your business up until this point, and you know you need to change something. You know it's not working for you anymore, even if it's on paper looks good. You know, that's what was wrong with me. Like on paper, everything looked great. But I knew that I was like, no, this sucks. Like I feel so trapped and I have all this stuff. Why do I feel so trapped? I had to learn to transition, right? And there are many ebbs and flows as you do that. But the rewards, holy shit, you're never going to feel so free. And you're never going to feel so in charge and aligned and powerful, right? When we're spinning and we're stuck in a situation, or we feel stuck in a situation, that, is keeping us drained and exhausted, that's making us feel like we have to be something we're not, whether that's, for you, that might look like you need to be professional, you might need to be appropriate, you might need to be good, you might need to be right. All of these things are masks. They are masks that we wear, and they drain our power. That whole compartment that I was just talking about is disempowering. When you start to learn how to let that stuff go and move through it or move past it, that is when you will feel a sense of empowerment. And there are so many different ways to do that. Some things you'll move through quickly. Some things will take a little longer, but it's a snowball effect. And that's what my program shows you. So if you've been on the fence about easy money, or if you're new to this conversation completely, go to easymoney.com/freedom and flow, EASE-Y money.com/freedom and flow, one word. If you've been following me and you saw that class and you're considering easy money and this sounds like you, I really want you to join. This is for you. I want you to bite the fucking bullet. This is so you can stop torturing yourself. The pain that we cause ourselves, the suffering, is from not doing what we know we need to do. It's from not being who we know we need to be. That is more accurate. It's from not listening to that voice inside of you that's like, go in this direction. But that direction is scary because you can't see how that's going to plan out or, pan out. So you don't go in that direction. This is how to do that. This is how to start trusting in your intuition and in yourself. Okay. So that's easy money, EASE-Y money.com/join-now. The links are above. I want to see you in there. If this is resonating with you, it's time. Stop doing this to yourself. You will be so happy that you did it. There are testimonials on the page if you want to see how it's helping other women. This is about your power, your energy, your life force. This is how to feel alive again in all areas of your life. Even though we focus on money, it's all connected and it all starts from the inside out. Okay? And it's about who you are, not what you do. And that is what we're going to dive into. easymoney.com/join-now. And I hope to see you in there.
Oh my goodness. I had no idea how much I needed this. Like, really, this whole experience has been life-changing, like life-altering in so many ways. I don't think I can ever really encapsulate in good enough words the difference it's made, not only for me, but like for my friends, for my family, for my clients, for my business, just how I live my life. I just see things differently. I have a whole different value that I place on myself, on the things that I do, on how I speak to people, on what they say to me, the whole way I perceive the world and how my place in it is different as a result of the work we did in Easy Money.
In 2016, I just was in a place where it was unusual for me to not be like super energized and motivated and optimistic and clear. I just wasn't. And I knew that, there are all kinds of people and programs and books and things, but I know from years of working with Suze that what she's all about is getting to the root. It makes everything else, I've been saying, like, working with her makes all other personal development and woo bonus, still fun, bonus, and honestly kind of unnecessary, because I truly feel like, especially with what she offers in Easy Money, it's about getting to the root. It's not about playing up here with like identifying the 50 million different blocks that are super specific to one particular instance. It's about like, what is keeping you from being your true self? I genuinely feel like everyone needs to be able to get to the root of what's causing them to live in a way that isn't really truly aligned with who they were created to be. And so that's why I can't say enough good things about Easy Money or just about Suze in general.
This is probably some like the most critical work you could ever do in your life to help you get where you want to be.
My favorite part about the Magic Carpet Ride is the journey. Susan takes us in this way that feels safe. You know you're going to go deep. You know you're going to go in and process some emotions that are probably uncomfortable. I certainly did. But But what I love is that because she's created this this method of clearing these blocks, that you can go in, you're going to go deep, and then you're going to come out on the other side, and you're going to feel amazing afterwards. Stuff will come up. It certainly did for me. The week after, I had to process some things. It wasn't all sunshine and roses. And what I found afterwards was a feeling of contentment, relief, just feeling like I could move past. And I've actually even been able to look at the notes that I took immediately after the journey and enjoy it.
Somehow when I work with Susan, she makes everything simplified for me. So it's really easy to get in your head, but somehow she brings it out and I'm like, oh, that's what I'm feeling, because she asks the right questions. She pushes me out of my head and like onto paper. That's how I can word it. It's really not onto paper, but it's right in the forefront. I'm like, it's so easy the way that she makes it feel, that I feel like I have crystal clear clarity, and I can see exactly why I've been spinning in circles. And it really pushes you to the next level once you can see that.
One of the things that I, really loved in particular and was surprised about, honestly, about the program was just how, sort of open and giving and honest everyone was that was a part of the group, and how that came out, not just on the live calls, which, always, ended up in tears and laughter and, insights, incredible insights. But also, even in the Facebook group, just, I've never had that level of, connection with other people through a virtual environment before. And I felt myself sharing things that I really would only share with like a best friend. And I found that everyone was doing the same. I feel like that was such a big part of the shift that happened, not only for myself, but for everybody else that was a part of the group. Was just that sort of that openness that really fostered, mutual growth.